Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all had a fabulous Christmas and a fantastic New Year's celebration. So we are in 2019 and this video is actually going to be what I got for Christmas and some items that I hauled over the sale season. So I'm a little bit late. I know mostly everyone has filmed their videos on what they got for Christmas. But understandably, with a child, it does get pretty crazy around Christmas time, and my daughter's birthday is actually really close to Christmas too, so I've been really busy. Before I get into today's video, if you do like these sort of videos, which include luxury hauls and unboxings and whatnot, please hit that subscribe button below. I would greatly appreciate it. Okay, let's get into today's video. The items that I got for Christmas were pretty much either from myself, to myself, or they were from my husband and my daughter. It's just easier that way that I pick out bits and pieces that they can give me for Christmas, and from the rest of my family I usually just get cash to go towards purchases that I buy later on. So the first gift that I got was the Dior, not Slingbacks, sorry, the Dior ribbon sandals, ankle wrap sandals, I don't know, the Dior ankle wrap shoes, and they have Christian Dior on the ribbons there that wrap around the ankle. They're in a technical canvas with the pointed toe, just like the Jadior Slingbacks. The next shoes are Dior Espadrilles, and the first shoes I've shown you, and these ones I actually got through my personal shopper Elena in Italy. She picked them up for me on private sale in Dior there, because they're better than the private sales I do here in Australia. So yes, these are Espadrilles with also the ankle wrap, and they do say Jadior on the ribbons. Unfortunately, I have to let these go. I have to sell them because my feet are very narrow. It's like annoying because even with slides, I try on slides and my feet just go all the way through the slide. It's so annoying. So I have this problem with these shoes where my feet are too narrow for the width of the espadrille. If you have normal feet, you wouldn't have this problem. So unfortunately I do. The Hermes Oasis sandal, and they have a little block heel on them, which is really cute. Another item that I got from my personal shopper in Italy is this Dior Mitzah, and it was in the Christmas packaging, which was nice. I did get the Christmas Dior bags, but I didn't get the boxes, unfortunately, for the shoes. Here is the twilly. It says Christian Dior on one side and Christian Dior again on the other, and it's got the Mexican roses from Cruise 2019 collection. And I actually bought this to use as a belt with coats, knitwear in winter. And I got the idea from the belt that they actually released. That's a really wide canvas belt, and unfortunately that one is, it's too big. Like, it's supposed to be worn, I think, high-waisted, but it's really quite big. And I had my personal shopper show me a picture of her trying it on, and it looked very awkwardly tied at the back in a manner that wasn't the way that it was designed. So yeah, I decided I'm just going to get the twilly that looks just like it. So, and it ended up being a lot cheaper. This is $300 in Australia or something like that, versus that belt being like $1,000 in Australia. So this is a better buy. Another item that I got Elena to get me as well, so bit of a habit here. I tend to get Elena to buy my Dior pieces in Italy because they work out being the same as paying in Australia, and they tend to have more stock, so the really popular items we don't always have here in Australia. So this one was popular, and I think Australia didn't even get it yet, or they may have, and sold out quite quickly. I know I've seen this in the leather ones. So this is in the Oblique, and it's actually a card holder, but you can use it as a mini wallet because it's got plenty of compacts inside. It's got I think 1, 2, 3, 4, or I'll say, yeah, 4 card compartments, a back one. So it's really cute and I do like it, but even though I opted to get it as a part of my Christmas present, I've decided to sell it because I'd already ordered this, and then I decided to get this. I thought I wasn't going to be able to get this in Australia. That's the Chanel Cruise 2019 collection as well, the blue, the Tiffany blue, and this is in the classic card holder. Basically, it was so popular that it was sold out in Australia, and I thought I wasn't going to be able to get it. But I contacted my sales associate and she said, yes, we're out of stock, but we're getting more stock and I'll hold it for you when it comes in. So yeah, my sales associate was able to sell it to me, and that's why I decided to let go of the Dior card holder. I'm not really big on SLGs, I don't keep much. And there's another SLG I'll show you that will fit the bill of kind of rotating between this one and that. But yeah, this is the Chanel card holder in Tiffany blue, and I'm sure you guys are all familiar with how it looks like on the inside anyway. Speaking of the other item, which will fit the bill of kind of rotating, and it's the Louis Vuitton Kirigami, and obviously this is not going to rotate as a card holder, but this is the clutch that I will use as a clutch, the bigger size envelope. It's got the pink rose ballerine lining, or maybe it's not rose ballerine, it's pink lining. So yes, this one I'm going to use as a clutch, and probably when I need to go to the post office quickly, just chuck my things in there and go, pop it under the arm so I don't have to bring a bag for such a short trip. And then the other part of the Kirigami, and you probably notice that I'm missing a piece. The middle pouch I had sold. My friend's buying it, paying it off when she comes back from Europe. So yeah, I sold the middle pouch because I didn't really have a purpose for it. Whereas it's good for her because it's bigger, she can use it as like a mini wallet. Whereas me, I prefer this to use to hold cards because I tend to not carry coins and stuff. So yeah, I'll use this to hold cards, but at the moment I'm actually using it to hold keys. And then I kind of have my key fob dangling out. So that's why I figured I will just rotate between this one and the Chanel card case if I need to give that one a rest. Again, I have another Dior piece. This is the Dior Beret. Has the Dior plaque on the back of the beret. So the plain side is actually the front. And I bought this from a consignment store on eBay called Linda's Stuff, and they're actually based in the US. So yeah, got it from them for a really good price. Obviously it's authentic. Linda's Stuff gets their products authenticated with real authentication, and plus they've been around for a very long time dealing with designer goods on eBay. So yes, this is the Dior Beret. This item, I'm not sure if it's going to show up well, but it is actually Pandora bracelet. I'll insert a picture. Basically, I got the glass charms on this for Christmas from my husband and my daughter, the two that are sitting on the bracelet there. So still going on with the Christmas presents, and the next one is this Christian Dior jumper, and it's in cashmere, and it says Christian Dior Jadior along the bottom there. That's showing up in the camera. The other side is blank, like it doesn't have anything on the black trimming at the bottom. And this one was from Vestiaire Collective for a really good price, because I think when these came out in Australia they were close to $3,000, and I got it for under $2,000, so that was a bargain, and it went with my Christmas present from my husband and daughter. The other items I got to go towards my Christmas presents were this Dior singlet and this Dior sweater. So they're both from the same collection. I'm covering my face now. There's that one. It says Dior across a few of the stripes there, and this one has more of the Dior along the stripes. This is in great condition. I can feel that it's been worn, but it obviously hasn't been worn much, or it's been really well taken care of. And I got both of them for a really good price anyway, so pretty happy with those to go towards my Christmas presents. And if you watched my last video, which is a comparison of the Kelly 25 Retourné versus the Cellier, I did say in that video I had actually sold the Kelly 25 Cellier in Rose Japur. I was intending, there's a bit of a story to this present that I bought myself. I had sold that bag, you know, for various reasons, and I wanted to add to my collection a black bag, a neutral bag from Chanel, and it was the Chanel Trendy. And I had an awful experience where I bought a Chanel Trendy on eBay from a seller who had almost 200 feedback. She had sold a few designer bags already, had positive feedback for it, 100% positive feedback on her profile actually. And in her listing description, it all looked good. Her photos, I mean, they weren't the best, but eBay also compresses photos, and it had a picture of the receipt in there. The receipt wasn't a giveaway or anything. It was a receipt from Chanel Heathrow Airport. So it all looked good, and basically you can see where I'm going with this. It did turn out to be a fake. When it arrived, when I first got it, I was a bit skeptical on it because the flap seemed slightly off, but the quilting was all right. The stitching, this number of stitchings per quilting was fine. Where the stitches ended on the bag was also great as well, so it was a really good super fake. But what really threw me off is when I looked under the flap, there was a sticker on the hardware underneath the flap, or underneath the flap on the lock on the underside where it says Chanel Paris. So I'm going to put a picture so you can see what I'm talking about. So the lock had a sticker on it that wasn't blue, and usually with Chanel, if it's new if it's a new product, it'll be a blue sticker. And the engraving on that looked off. It didn't look clean and precise, and the hardware itself also looked too gold. It looked too bright and it looked cheap, but the leather was really good. And even the serial number inside was, it was like the font was fine. So I was a bit like, hang on, is this fake or is it not? Or has Chanel quality just kind of gone downhill? So I sent it off to Real Authentication, or I sent all the pictures to Real Authentication, and they came back saying it was counterfeit. So I was really devastated and I was really annoyed. I sent the bag back for a refund because it was through eBay, and at the moment I'm waiting for the refund to come through. It's coming through by PayPal e-check. So yes, this leads me to my next purchase, which was the replacement of the Christmas present that I was buying for myself. And it was on my list anyway. It was on my wish list. I did want this bag. However, I wanted the Trendy first. And it's the Louis Vuitton Cans bag. And this is a remake of the vintage cans. This is the new model that they've come out with in the monogram reverse. It comes with a shoulder strap as well, which is really cute. And it also comes with a lock which you can hang on this part of the bag here. There's like a little notch thing there. You can hang it there so you can actually lock the bag, which I think is a really nice detail, or you can just leave it sitting there as decoration too. I've opted not to because how do I explain this? I am keeping the bag, but I may not be keeping the bag. I want to keep this bag. I really like it. It's really cute. And it's hard to get in Australia as well. It was a waitlist item. It just happened to randomly become available really late at night on the Australian Louis Vuitton store. I don't regret it because it was on my wish list. It's really cute. It actually fits a lot. I put my stuff in there to see what it fits so I can make sure that I do like the bag. However, the reason I say that I'm not sure if I'm keeping it is because now a Chanel Trendy has become available from a reputable consignment store in Australia called Eurotrash. And I know a lot of people on the Chanel Addicted page have bought from them, so I know that their product is going to be authentic. I had a look at the pictures and I can see it's authentic. So yeah, I really want to keep this though. So I have a bit of a problem. I think I've been wanting to sell my Dior book tote for a little while now. Like even when I first bought that bag, I kind of wanted to sell it, but I really wanted to keep it because it's a beautiful work of art and I love looking at it. But I think I'm going to have to let it go so I can keep this and then also get the Chanel Trendy as well, which is in black. We'll see what sort of happens. Keep an eye on my Instagram, which is Purseonfleek, and you'll see as to whether I end up keeping this bag and rocking this bag, or if I end up sending it back, or you will notice if you don't see my Dior book tote anymore, if I had let it go. So I have advertised my Dior book tote for sale already. And yeah, we'll see. I just don't really want to lose a lot of money on it because I really appreciate that bag. But the reason I would rather keep this bag than the Dior book tote is because the Dior book tote, how I was using it was, I was just putting like my stuff in there and my kids' stuff in there and taking it to go visit my family, like my parents. And that's pretty much all I was using it for. Like I wasn't really using the bag. Like I wasn't taking it shopping with me or anything, or yeah, I wasn't using it. I was just chucking stuff in it to essentially take it in the car to go and put it on a chair at my parents' house, and then that's it. That's the only way I was using it. I think once I took it out for a picnic and it was really good for that, but for the price of that bag, like for the price of the Christian Dior book tote, I'm not quite sure I can justify to keep it for only little use, like not really using the bag. Whereas this, even though when I think about it, I probably may not use this a lot, but I would really use it. Like I would actually take it with me shopping. I would take it with me, you know, to theme parks. I would take it with me to places, to the zoo. You know, I'd be comfortable to take this bag. Whereas the Dior book tote's too big for me to take to those sorts of things. So in hindsight, I would actually really use this bag. Moving on to items that I bought a part of like sales or just hauled over the past couple of months. The next item is the Dior Oblique strap. So if you do follow me on Instagram, you will see that I did have a different Christian Dior strap, and it was the one that had Christian Dior on the shoulder, and it was just a plain navy. And even though I really liked that strap, it was a bit too simple and rocky for me. Like, can I use the word rocky? It's like Rocky Balboa. It was too edgy, No, that's not even right. But anyways, it looked, okay, I got it. It looked like literally a guitar strap. Like, it looked like a guitar strap, like a kind of strap you would sling on a guitar. And I see that a lot of women really like it. I see it on Instagram and they rock it really well. But for me, I feel like it looked like I was getting ready to sling a guitar around. It just didn't suit me. So I feel like this strap is better for my style because it's more boho. It's a bit more feminine, but it's still edgy. So I did sell that, and now I've got this one in its place. Actually got on sale was this Balmain t-shirt, or muscle tee, and it's got the gold buttons on, whoops, wrong side. It's got the gold buttons on the top. I got this from Matches Fashion. Another sale item is these Fendi boots, and gosh, I love them. I've been wanting these for so long. When they first came out, I loved them and I wanted them, but I couldn't justify buying them because they were, I think the retail price was 1,650 Australian, and I was like, even though it's not that bad, like especially compared to Chanel pricing, I was just worried that they would be too trendy because they've got like this kind of lip thing and the cowboy boots. They're like wooden coloured, so yeah, I just thought, oh, are they a good investment? But anyways, I found these from a website called LNCC. It's a European-based luxury website. And they had these for 1,000 Australian dollars, including shipping and taxes. So it was a saving of 650 Australian, which I was pretty happy with. My last sale find is not a luxury item. It's actually the Fila Disruptors, and they're in velvet with like a beige. They're like a beigey gold velvet, and then with the white sole. I got these from a website called JD Sports, and they ended up being 76 Australian dollars, and then I had cash back, so it worked out to be about $70 Australian. They have like a slightly chunky sole, kind of, they've got that ugly sneaker vibe going to them, but they're a cheaper alternative to say getting the Balenciaga Triple S. They're also very light too. I have them in white already, so I knew that I was going to like these. Alright, so that's all I have to show you guys for items that I hauled over the sale season and items that I got for Christmas presents. And I don't think I have anything else to say. Check out my Instagram, Purseonfleek, to see as to whether or not I ended up keeping the Cannes Louis Vuitton bag, or if I ended up getting the Trendy, or if I ended up selling the book tote. Who knows? I don't know what the future holds. But I will see you in my next video. Thank you very much for watching. Bye!